Hello, my name's Lydia, and I'm with the Guru Skin team, and I'm going to be showing you today how to apply your new Guru Skin graphic to your boarding equipment. So, upon receiving your Guru Skin in the mail, I'm sure you noticed that you had a couple extra things with you. So there was a squeegee with a felt side, a miniature box cutter, and also your cleaning solution. Now the first thing that you want to do is to remove bindings and any stickers or stomp pads that you might have. And if you don't feel comfortable removing those, definitely go to a professional or a boarding store and they can help you out. But a really easy way to remove any stomp pads or stickers that you might have would be to heat them up with a hairdryer and slowly peel them off. But if you have any residue from previous stickers left on there, don't worry about it. It's not an end all for your new skin. So now you're going to clean your board and make sure that you get it all over, because you want to get rid of all of the dust and dirt that you might have accumulated, because that could hinder in the binding process. Okay, so once you get done with that, you also want to look at your skin. And I'm sure that you realize that it's a little oversized, and that is on purpose. We want to make sure that we have enough room to cover the board and to bend it over and cover the sides. So now you're going to peel it, and a good way to get the skin off of the back would be to get a Scotch tape and put it on the graphic side, and you can slowly peel it off. It's so much easier than trying to do it with just your fingernails. Okay, so try not to let the skin touch itself, because it could be really hard to get it off. So I want you to keep in mind that the skin is pressure sensitive, not touch sensitive. So that means you can just lay it down, and it's not gonna, that's, you know, the end result where you're gonna be putting it. So you can just pick it up, lay it back down, and try and make sure that you have an even amount on both sides. You're just gonna set it down here. And once you figure out where you want your skin to lay on your board, you're gonna find a happy medium. So just like very gently, and I can't stress this enough, but just gently press on it. And then you're going to peel it up halfway and lay it over your hand very gently. You want it just to slowly fall down. And you're just going to, inch by inch, gently push it down. Now when you get to any holes that you might have in your board from your bindings, just lightly tap over them. And also while you're doing this, it's really hard to see any bubbles that might be accumulating. So just every once in a while, lean back and see if you can get a glare to fall on your skin. That way you can see them. And then just, if you find one, pull it back up and go again. And now the other side. Also, if your board has any indentions or special features on the side right here, don't worry about them too much, and don't try and press them in there before. Just kind of lay it over. Go back through and check everything. Make sure that it all looks good. And now you're going to grab your hairdryer. So all boards are different, and they're going to have different grooves and little features already built in there. And you want to make sure that you don't press it into that groove. You want to heat it up slowly and then just help it, because it's already going to conform and fall into that feature. You just want to help it along the way and make sure that no air bubbles accumulate, because it can be very easy for them to fall right into this groove. And don't forget, you can make your skin too hot by applying the hairdryer to it. You just want to relax the skin into the features. And a good way to test if your board is getting too hot is put your hand in front of the hairdryer, and if it's too hot for your hand, it's more than likely too hot for the skin. And we are just wanting to warm up the skin to let it fall into those features and the cracks, like in the corner right here. This part right here. Okay. Okay, so in these areas right here, you don't have to use your squeegee. You can use your finger and lightly press it in there because sometimes you can't always get the contact that you want with that squeegee. So okay, so you can start to see the top of the ridge, and you see how the skin just kind of fell right in there. That's what you want. It'll slowly start coming over, and you're just gonna bend the side over. Now that you have the hardest part out of the way, the next step would be to bend the excess of the skin over the side. And if you look right here, you're wanting it to go all the way over. You don't want to fold it completely under, just to the side right there, because where you're cutting it is going to be where the base of the board meets the metal. And the miniature knife will actually fit right in that groove, and you can just slide it all the way down and cut the excess off. And it'll be a little bit difficult, so either you can turn it upside down and heat it up this way and just push, or if you have a friend, they can hold it up for you. Okay. So now that you have your skin placed the way that you want it, and you've already pressed it once, I would suggest going back and firmly pressing this time with heat. Okay, so if you happen to come across any air bubbles that might have accumulated while you were pressing, don't worry, you can always get those out. So just grab your box cutter and you're going to very lightly tap in the center and make a hole, and just kind of slowly work your way around the edges and press that out. And don't worry if you accidentally make a very big hole, because the skin itself is self-healing. So once it heats up, it's going to meld back together, and so you won't have that hole there anymore. So I'm sure you have noticed that where the holes are for your bindings, that there's a little air pocket right at the top. And that is because that there's air trapped underneath the skin. And so you just kind of want to pop it and reheat them, and they will fall right down into those crevices. The last stage of the process is cutting the skin. So you're going to barely lift it up, and you're going to try and find where the base of the board meets the metal. Get your miniature box cutter and just be very careful. You don't have to press very hard either. Just try and find it. And it should fit into the groove and slide right down, just like this. And you can stop, peel it off. Now you can see that we took an old ski and turned it into something brand new. You can go to our website at guruskins.com, check out some of our other artworks that artists from all over the world are submitting daily. And as always, please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thanks.